does everybody wake up when I start filming? What's the deal with that? Bonjour. Today's Easter, which is a very important piece of information. But yeah, I've had a cold for, I don't know, 2.5 days. So basically I haven't talked in 2.5 days because I have this kind of little protest thingy that I do when I have a cold, when I genuinely do not talk for 2.5 days. It's kind of weird for me, I'm not gonna lie. I made myself a cup of coffee because I've been craving something other than tea. I also have some orange juice and I cut grapefruit in half. That's what you saw there. And can I just say that a grapefruit just sounds so British? I mean, I'm gonna have a grapefruit for breakfast. It just sounds like such a British thing to do, you know? I'm not a big fan of grapefruits, but they look awesome. I think what also kind of sucked the soul out of me, the fact that I was watching Gilmore Girls for the last 2 days. It's comforting, but when you watch it for 2.5 days, it's not so comforting anymore. In one episode, Emily was eating grapefruit, and again, grapefruit is such a British, I mean, she's not British, but you know, grapefruit is such a royalty fruit. I don't know, it's just looks so fancy, you know? Also, I have this little guy, which, wow, his mouth looks like a grapefruit. I have this note every video that I make, the most important things that I want to say. And on the note for this video, I had written on it, blah, 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 say something in French. Okay. Okay, here's the new poster. And the story behind it. What's the story? Oh yeah, I was walking past the cinema one time and they had this poster on it. And I thought to myself, oh my god, let me just steal the poster. No. It just looks like a very, very cool poster, and it's from the Venice Film Festival. I just want to say, it is okay to have something on your wall that you're never gonna watch. We're good. I have a big bowl of soup and I'm ready to partay. I think that that's gonna be my opening line from now on. This is the land of soup. This is the land of new beginnings, okay? And I'm actually not gonna eat this soup on camera. But yeah, we have this delicious pumpkin soup here. And later I'm gonna show you my favorite books that I've read so far, which I haven't read that many books that I would wish to. I can't really see anything, but that's how it's supposed to be. It's stormy outside, it's amazing, so yeah. I'm gonna show you my recommendations for books now because people seem to like that, and I'm ready to make this video less boring. Looking at other people, which I shouldn't. I have not read that many books, honestly. And I have this kind of a perfection problem, which means that I only try to watch the good movies and read the good books. Also, I'm trying to achieve that not a vintage grandpa, but a grandpa in his cozy little space showing his vintage books. Is it giving an old grandpa showing his vintage books? I mean, I hope so, but that's what I'm trying to do here. I have my 2 pillows and yeah. So the first choice is kind of very obvious. The Secret History. And I have mentioned this book here quite a lot because I don't know anything. I don't know anything about books. Okay, I know something about books, but I don't know everything about books. I love this book. I think that the writing style is pretty smackety doodly do. Next choice, so you know, first I read Call Me By Your Name, which you can see here, and I also have Call Me By Your Name at home, but this book just transferred me where I needed to go. It's kind of like continuing of Call Me By Your Name, but it's the author kind of scammed us. But still, I found 2 amazing stories in here, and it's so poetic mixed with just great storytelling, and I love it. Also, some parts of this book can be considered controversial, by the way. This is the collection of books that's taking up most of my time, which therefore I obviously cannot read that many books because this is taking me like 5 months of my time basically. Right now I am reading all of the Harry Potter books again, and I think that this one is my favorite one. Why? I know that this is not the favorite one of many people, but I just love the character of Lockhart, and I love comedy in general, and I think that this book is the funniest one. We're getting through this so fast. I didn't think that this would be so fast. Okay. Also, I wanted to go to this amazing new thing that I discovered in the last month, which is the library, but I just didn't want to, so I didn't go. I mean, I've been trying to sit like a grandpa, okay? Like a fancy grandpa. Okay, these next 2 books are pretty fancy, so I think that it's okay if I show them like this. So, Women Who Run With the Wolves is just... I found this book by Miss Emma Watson somewhere on Pinterest, and this book is just a gift beyond. And now the last book, which is just kind of like a bonus to everything, all of this, is the Selected Poems of Emily Dickinson. I watched Dickinson and I was just obsessed with Emily Dickinson, so I wanted to get her poems, and you know, I was kind of disappointed at this, not gonna lie. I was but it's also on me that I chose the book that said Selected Poems of Emily Dickinson, not the full poems of Emily Dickinson, or like all the poems of Emily Dickinson. But there's this book, very expensive book, very fancy book, which is just like all the poems of Emily Dickinson and her letters and everything. But yeah, I love this space. I just put these things on because actually this video was meant to be a self-care video. But then I was thinking, the last pair that I had of these, I was saving them up for such a long time that one of them melted. So yeah, I can't do a self-care video. Also because if I would do a self-care video, I couldn't just show the basic stuff, you know, the eating healthy and walking outside, because that's too boring. But I would have to do like all the other stuff. I think these are pretty fancy. The weather outside is very dramatic, And I love that so much. But yeah, I do this every day. It is so obvious. I do this every single day at the same time, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm gonna go enjoy the weather now, and that's it for today. I still do not know how to finish these. Okay.